Hello, everybody. My name is Dratnos, and welcome to Mythic Smolderon, which we did a pull timer before the boss respawned on this one, but this boss is sweet. So this is like the 7th boss in the raid. Downside of it is that there's a lot of red and orange on red and orange here, so the visual clarity is sometimes a little bit low, a little bit lacking. It can be hard to see the different mechanics, but pretty sweet, I would say, all things considered. So similar to Heroic, you've got these debuffs that you got these circles, and you bring them out to the edge of the room. Unlike Heroic, it shoots out 5 tornadoes from your location instead of 3. And similar to Heroic, we had everybody who didn't get a circle soak the tank slams because you would always get. It would work out such that that was always good. You would always soak 1 tank slam per phase. The tank slams, basically, you have to soak 1 in each phase, or else you're going to lose damage in the intermission. And if you don't soak, then it's or if you soak a second one, it does 500% increased damage. So you want to soak exactly 1 in each phase. These lava geysers, we want to try and just kind of not fill the room up too much with the fire there. And then here's the Mythic mechanic. You can see these orbs that have these lines drawn towards people. That is the Mythic mechanic, and basically you need to soak them staggered by a few seconds each. So you need to stagger them 4 seconds apart, and you get 30 seconds to do that. 3 of them spawn each time. It does like 200k to the raid when you do each soak, but it does a million if you soak 2 of them too quickly. So even soaking them normally, it's a nasty damage spike when you do it, but if you do it badly, it's just going to one-shot the raid. This intermission was also very healing intensive, the World in Flames. We were able to get through it, but it was definitely a pretty nasty phase. And if you soaked one of the tank slams at the start of the World in Flames, then you drop all these orbs around you, and soaking those orbs gives you a damage increase and a healing increase. That's why you need to soak these tank slams in P1 and P2. If you screw that up, and you don't soak the orbs though in the intermission, and they touch the boss, they give the boss a 5% permanent damage increase each. So very much a disaster if that happens even once. And then, yeah, it was basically just rinse and repeat from here. You try and, the phase 1 repeats, and once you have a couple people dead, it got really nasty because the boss is doing more damage after the intermission. It doesn't help that we missed one of the balls as well. So the boss is doing 5% even extra more damage. And you can see here, just with the raid damage is getting intense. People are dead. Now the tank soak is being split among fewer targets as well. And so those people are in more danger. You got this big healing absorb on you when you soak the tank thing as well. And when that healing absorb gets healed off, it drops a swirly beneath you. Yeah, a lot going on here. Very hectic encounter. There you could see what happens if that was, I think, 2 of the orbs connecting before the first debuff had expired, which, yeah, ended up wiping the raid. And yeah, this is just the... Actually, let me show you this part as well. This second World in Flames started to be really nasty because look at this coming up here. So there you can see me collecting my orbs, but then I think it's the one after this where it just covers like the whole middle of the room. Maybe it's not this one. Maybe it's the next cast. Yeah, look at... Okay, no, I could be wrong. Maybe it was in a previous poll. There was one... There, here it is, where you have to get all the way out to the edge, and I couldn't even do it like that. It was covering the whole middle of the room, every single one, including under boss, so... That one's going to be really nasty. That dance is getting more intense on the later casts here on Mythic as well. That was as far as we were able to see here on Mythic Smolderon, though. Really excited about this fight. It is... So again, red on red, nasty red on red stuff. Let me show you a few of the ways that we handled some of these mechanics on some of our previous pulls as well. So this is the circles that shoot the... Oh, I have sound on. Circles that shoot out the sound. Not the sound, the waves. And what they do is they pulse damage every couple of seconds while you have them. So you don't want to stack them, but they actually don't pulse damage again at the end. So you can stack after the last tick, which is what we did in this pull here. We stacked half of our raid on the left foot, half of the raid on the right foot after the last tick happened, and grouped up and caused these tornadoes to be all kind of spawn in the same spot. This is a theory we think might be good. I personally think that doing it a little bit less structured and a little bit more YOLO was better, but that was one thing we tried that looked possibly good. And then this is the other way that we kind of did it towards the end, which is you can stack on somebody else, like stacking on one other person, not a bad idea, and then just spin around and like aim outside. And this felt like a pretty good way to kind of handle those waves and have most of them shoot in a good direction. So those were some of the different strats we tried for that mechanic. Yeah, nasty fight. Fun. It was a lot of fun to do. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.